For me, I think it's to voice my frustration in a more constructive way. I realized that even though there might be conflict, that we're all human, and in the end, I think if you're working in this environment, you do want the best for the group you're working with. So in the end, voicing my concerns in a more constructive way, it's a big take.
Learning how to give the space to others to give their opinions and just shut up sometimes because I speak a lot. So I think that was pretty hard for me, but that's what I think is the biggest thing that I learned here.
I would say it was listening to other people, because I'm kind of the type of person that is very used to always expressing their opinion, and I want things to go my way. But because we were so many of us, you kind of have to learn to listen to others in order for things to work and to succeed with the tasks.
I would say the skill to accept that things are not gonna be done the way you like because of the amount of people that with which I have to share the space, and I have to make agreements to organize the timing, the way we are gonna do things.
Adaptation skills, because I feel like I had to adapt to everything, every circumstance, since the accommodation, which wasn't like I used to, even to share everything with everyone. Adapting to a big group with a lot of countries, that was new for me as well. It was sometimes a bit overwhelming, but you kind of get to know your place, and it works out fine in the end. And also adapting to the activities and to the facilitators, which are always new. And yeah, I feel like they kind of helped in that side as well, because they adapted as well to us.
Because I was the leader of the big team, and it's something I've never done before. For me, the skills that developed the most was leadership skills. I had to face challenges to tune the whole team, to get them all together, to take their feedback, to promote the feedback to the facilitators, and then to manage them and manage them to be on time, and to also emotionally support them as well.
This is my first Erasmus project. I was feeling really anxious and scared that I won't have a common language with everyone. But after time, I realized that you have to be more extrovert, more sociable with everyone. So I had developed my communication skills.
But the realization that things can change so fast. If you're unhappy with where you are, if you're unhappy with what is going around you, it can change so fast if only you take a step to change it. That's the biggest lesson I'm taking home. Maybe it's not a skill, but this is what I'm taking home.
I think that is probably the risk managing workshop, and also the eggshell fertilizers. I think that was pretty useful, and I can use it with my plants at home.
I think one of the things that stuck out to me the most was during meals, when there was a lot of food, maybe to an extent, being thrown away, and it got less and less throughout the days because people were kind of getting conscious and aware of it. And I started thinking about the way I throw away food in my home. So when I go back home, I would try to eat less, so I don't throw away any excess food.
Many possibilities that we have to use materials and waste in order to give it a second life, so we don't create and generate more waste, so we make a better place out of this world.
The things that I feel like I'm gonna use more back home are the agriculture learnings that I had, living in kind of a farm like this place, and also the food. I really like the food. I tried some really good new food, so that's the thing I'm going to try to replicate at home as well. And I don't know, I feel like I always learn with the people, so whether I want it or not, that's the thing I'm gonna take with me for sure. The people I've met and all the interactions that I've had.
The thing I learned the most here was to respect nature more, and to be more mindful of my waste and how I use plastics, glasses, and to recycle more. And also, it inspired me to be more in touch with nature. So I look forward to find more opportunities in the future to find nature close to my city, because I live in a city, and to be more connected with it.
The idea of reusing and recycling things, because I had seen incredible places in nature here in Perma Halos, and I don't want to ruin it just because I cannot reuse the thing that I have in my house.
I develop my active listening, and it gives me chance to listen each other people and know how there is feeling and be empath people.
Our facilitator like disagreed with me and just told me my face. I didn't expect that, to be honest, but I think it was pretty useful because he kind of taught me something new and teach me that it's not just all that you say, all that you say is right, but also you can be wrong, and it's a reminder, a pretty good reminder. So I think that was pretty out of my comfort zone.
I felt out of my comfort zone during the debates, but it was helpful to push myself and see how my teammates express themselves and the other teams, and learn about other countries' ecological problems.
The difference of age was significant with most of the rest of the participants, but I think I've got along well with everybody, and that wasn't a problem at all for doing the activities and for pretty much everything that the project involved.
We went on a hike and it started to rain really suddenly, and my phone died. My phone died for three days, and yeah, it was not the most comfortable thing in the world. I'm in a different country, nobody knows about me, but it turned out just fine, actually better than being with a phone. So yeah, I really liked it, and I felt like I was uncomfortable at the beginning, really uncomfortable.
The first hike we went, it was my first hike I've ever done. I didn't know anything about hikes, so to me it was challenging to do a hike, and I was very scared at first how it's gonna be, how it's gonna look like, it's gonna be easy or hard. I was a bit scared when we went to the waterfall and we had to climb down with a rope, but I managed it, I pushed through it, and I was very happy when I finished it, and I was very happy with the whole hike overall.
We had a walk in the woods, and the rain catches, and there was a moment when I realized that I do not care of the conditions we have or the weather we have, as long as I'm surrounded by awesome people, and it made the situation even better.
I think it's important that people encourage each other and giving chance to go inside out of comfort zone and making some interesting experiences.
I'm rarely out of my comfort zone. Someone very wise told me that she sees this in a different way. Not to get out of our comfort zone, but to expand our comfort zone.